Can we create a jingle for you?
Three of us together. 3, 2, 1.
The Green Room. Why was that beautiful? Why do we harmonize?
Such perfect musical talent here on the show. Hello there and welcome to The Green Room, episode 2, brought to you by the Try Channel. My name is Seán Connolly and I shall be on hosting duties today, and with me I'm joined by two wonderful guests, the lovely Nicole and Hayley.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey guys,
Hello.
Hi.
welcome to our lovely set.
I know.
So different.
What in the world? I'm like, this is very professional.
Yeah, I
I know
didn't
we
know
are professionals, but I'm like, what in the world? You guys bought a couch.
We bought a couch and an armchair. And I think we're all just still getting used to the fact that
Yeah.
there's no table here. There's
Yeah.
no emotional support table.
We've no safety net now.
I have this arm here. Like, that's nice.
It is nice, yeah. It's
Yeah,
nice and
little
soft
lean.
and chill. Yeah. It's just a lot of emotional support furniture we have here today.
Yeah, we can grip on like this if I need it. So.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah.
So for anyone who's just tuning in and maybe isn't aware of the Try Channel, hello, new audience. Do you guys want to give yourselves a brief little intro?
I'm like, who am I?
Yeah, who are we?
I'm spun into an existential crisis now. I'm like,
Sean, you weren't supposed to ask, who are we?
Yeah,
That
this
was
wasn't
in
part
the
of it. That
brief.
wasn't part of the plan.
I'm like, who am I anyway? Am I my resume?
Oh, that takes us back.
Yes. Okay. Well, maybe that's a good place
Oh, we're
to start.
both theatre kids.
We're both theatre kids. Yes.
Yeah.
Myself and Hayley, we went to acting college together.
We go back
We go back.
13 years.
Yeah, 2014 is when we met.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
I'm not doing the maths on that. That's going to
no.
me.
Yeah. That's.
But we go back.
We go way back. Yeah. So we're both. I mean, I wouldn't really call myself an actress anymore, but I am a creative. I mean, I'm so creative.
We're influencers. We're creatives. We make things.
Yeah.
We are the people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
We're just idiots with a camera, basically.
Yeah. And that's how I started doing trying videos on the internet. I literally answered like a casting notice, and then it just evolved into this. We've both
back.
been with Try from the very beginning.
Yes. And then
Yeah.
I took a break, obviously, because I moved to London. And then
I took a break because I moved to Berlin.
Yeah, there you go. Then I'm
So-
back a year now, I think.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
So, guys, what we're going to do to kick things off, just, to have a little bit of a chat or an update, we're just going to see, has there been anything going on in your lives? Is there anything that's been bugging you recently? Really, we just want to ask, what's news with you?
Ah, I see what you did there.
There you go.
Very clever.
See?
News.
You'll see across this podcast that we're very proud of the names that we have for segments.
I see it.
And whatever about the actual segments themselves, once the names are good puns, Colin isn't... Oh, I've just banged on my mic.
You've just ruined everything.
I've ruined everything. Start from scratch.
Ruined it all.
Start from scratch. Colin is in the background here, so if anyone makes a particularly good pun, I think you might hear an applause or like a shout of appreciation.
Nice.
So...
Oh, so
yeah.
it's a live.
Yes, yeah. This podcast is filmed in front of a live studio, Colin.
Hey.
There he is.
So reassuring.
Oh, thank you.
So, Nicole, what's news with you?
Well, I turned 30 recently.
Oi.
One of us.
One of us.
Joining the
Yeah,
old
I'm
club.
also 34. It's fine.
Yeah. Though I will stand by the fact that I'm not yet in my 30s. I am 30. When
Yeah.
I'm 31, then I'm in my 30s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I can confirm.
Yeah.
As a 34-year-old, I can confirm that's pretty much when it happens, yeah. You're technically still in your 20s when you're 30.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 30 is the new 27.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
exactly.
that's how numbers work.
It's exactly how numbers
It
work.
absolutely is. And you know what? Anyone who disagrees is wrong.
It's wrong.
Hayley, what's news with you?
With me, well, I have completely done a 360 on life and I've turned it upside down, to be quite frank. I had a very stable corporate girly job and I just walked in one day and I said, you know what, good luck. So I quit my corporate job.
Suck it, corporate, big corporate. Is that what you
Yeah.
call it?
Yeah, that's it. The
Corporate, big
nicer way
corporate,
of
that's what you
saying
call
it.
them. Yeah.
Yes.
Big
Yeah.
business. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How about no business?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No
That was
money.
awful. I didn't even get a clap from Colin there. I'm gonna quit. Okay, good. Goodbye.
You've branched out into something else.
Presenting now.
Ooh,
I know.
exciting.
So I'm traveling around Ireland now with the lottery, weirdly enough.
Very cool.
So
It's
very,
so
very
cool.
different.
I've
That's
seen on my
exciting.
socials. I was like, is that Hayley?
Yeah.
She on the lotto.
That
What's it?
absolute melt that's there going, it could be you. That's me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny because I years ago, I used to do a lot of voiceover stuff, and I at one point did a little voiceover thing for a lotto ad. I think it was like the first voiceover thing I ever got. Yeah,
Oh,
and
it's
it was
full
like,
circle.
now you can listen online anywhere with the National Lottery.
That's beautiful.
You
That
get
definitely wasn't
spawn.
exactly what it was, but I cannot
Yeah,
remember what it
Close
was.
enough.
But yeah, that's really cool. So we need to go to you for the numbers, is what you're saying.
Everybody is saying this.
Yeah.
Listen, if I had the numbers, you would never see me again. But there would be signs of me having those
Oh, yeah.
numbers.
There would be signs. Just a
Many
very tall
cats.
hat.
Many, many cats.
All the cats.
All the cats.
Cool. Right. Well, I think we'll maybe kick things off with our first segment. So before the show, we asked both Hayley and Nicole to send us in a controversial opinion or a hot take, if you will. And what we've gone and done is I've brought one myself, but we've also gotten 3 fakes, hot fakes, if you will,
Oh.
from the internet. And we've jumbled them all up together.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out each of these. And guys, I'm going to get you to decide whether it's a hot take or a hot fake.
Oh,
Amazing.
goodness,
Do we get to
okay.
guess whose is who?
So
Potentially.
for each of these, you are going to basically just give me a reaction. We can have a little bit of chat about what we think.
Okay.
And then at the end of it, tell me whether you think it's a hot take or a hot fake. You won't know whether it's any of the ones we've given,
Mhm.
but I will reveal at the end of each one whose it is.
Oh, okay.
God, I'm scared. I'm so scared because I gave
I mean, like-
multiple, so I'm like,
Oh,
You did. You sent in
I
loads.
was thinking, I was going, who do I hate? What do I hate?
You were like tackling like the big issues of today, and I was like, "What?
Yeah.
Hayley is prepared."
I did have a list, but then I was like, no, just one.
Let's go in like kind of easy first.
Yeah.
No, I went straight for the gut.
Let's do number 1.
Okay.
Take 1. Sitcom laugh tracks are actually a good thing, and modern comedy shows are worse without them.
Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna say. Well, the thing is that, like, do they want this for every like, is it just sitcoms that they want the laugh
Just
track back?
sitcoms, yeah. So, like, I think when you're thinking of the classic sitcoms, like
a Seinfeld. or-
Seinfeld, Friends, we've all grown up watching all those shows, and a laugh
yeah.
track is like the DNA part of it. And it doesn't seem to be as much anymore. I think, modern stuff like, well, I say modern, I was going to say Scrubs and Malcolm in the Middle, which
Yeah.
are both
You're
in the
showing
region of
your
30
age.
years old. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
But I think it's like the multicam versus single cam. I don't entirely know the exact lingo.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you think laugh tracks are a good thing? Do you miss them? Do you want to bring them back?
I think it's a time and a place kind of thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you know yourself, like being in theatre, if you hear people laughing, it kind of eggs you on and
Yeah.
it kind of gives you that like drive to do better.
Mhm.
But then there's also the time where like you couldn't be watching Fair City. And
Yeah.
then,
Though, then again,
You know?
actually,
do you think so?
I think Fair City could benefit from a
Ooh.
you know?
Oh, we'll have to
The
like
chipper
pitch
got
that.
robbed.
Then-
Ooh.
Then it becomes like a panto crowd. Like,
Oh no,
no,
it
he
doesn't.
didn't.
See,
Uh,
it changes the tone.
Yeah, Fair City, for those of you who don't know, outside of Ireland, a very popular, long-running soap
Mhm.
drama.
Soap opera?
Soap opera, yeah.
It's like what EastEnders is to England, what like Days of Our
Days
Lives
of Our
is to
Lives, yeah.
America.
Very
Yeah.
fair.
Exactly.
So, sitcom laugh tracks are actually a good thing, and modern comedy shows are worse without them. Is this a hot take or a hot fake?
So do we, if it's a hot take,
If
I
it's
agree with it?
no, if it's a hot take, it's come from one of the 3 of us. If it's a hot fake, it's come from
Oh,
online.
it's a hot fake, definitely.
Yeah,
We're-
100%.
We're too crazy to come up with something.
Yeah, that's
so
very tame.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys, I can tell you, it's a hot fake.
We know. We know.
We
you so well.
know.
You're gonna smash this. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, this,
yeah.
maybe we didn't make the right choices in this, but I guess we're just gonna have to find out. Oh, jeez, my first time hosting, and it's all come down to this.
And it's your last time hosting.
Yeah, Colin's coming back next time. Don't worry. Uh,
Hey, well, see, that's nice.
that was good. That worked on many levels, guys. Take number 2.
Okay.
The pressure placed on our generation to hit milestones and life goals is ruining our lives. Hot take or hot fake?
Okay, well, I don't think this is like a new struggle,
Mm.
you know, because like when my nana was like 21, she got married because that's what everyone
Yeah.
did. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, and you know, not for her, but you could argue getting married at 21 and having loads of kids could ruin your life if
Yeah.
you're a certain
Yeah.
type of person, you know?
Well, yeah, especially I guess back in the day, I'm going to say back in the day a lot in this.
I've
I'm
started
not
saying that
offended
as
Showing
well.
your age.
It's because we're 30.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, let's say back in the day, maybe 50, 60, 70 years ago. Yeah, it was very much like, you know, you had your fun in your teens and your 20s and then...
You die.
Then die.
Yeah.
But yeah, back in the day, you would have had your fun in your teens and your 20s and then it was just expected, you settled down, you got your person, you had your kids, you bought a house, because that was a thing you used to be able to do quite, you know,
Easily.
relatively easy.
Yeah, can't relate.
And then that was it. That was your life. And obviously it worked out for some people who like fell in love and truly found the person they wanted to be. And a lot of people just kind of were like, well, this person seems to be, you know, functional. Well, I guess we'll just have a family together or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but so do you think that's more of a multi-generational problem?
Yeah, I'd say, I would argue that actually there's a little less pressure these days. I think we're
Really?
more lenient. I think there's way more avenues that people can live their lives. I think so.
I'm the opposite. I do see what you're saying, but I think because we have social media, we're seeing what other people are doing. And maybe it's just like a personal thing. But if I see like a friend has bought a house, a friend got married, I'm like, oh my days, I can't even book an appointment in the doctor's myself. Help.
I get
You
that,
know?
but I feel like that's more of a social media issue then, because we're all seeing each
It's
other.
just a vicious circle.
Yeah, it's a different thing. I feel like with social media, the world is now opened up to us, so you can see how other people are living their lives.
Yeah.
But then it also means you can really see how everyone
you
is
can
living
see
their lives.
everything.
Yeah.
You know, people used to be able to just not see everything, and that was fine. That was, you know, you weren't able to compare yourself as much. Maybe that's what it was. But so, guys, the pressure placed on our generation to hit milestones and life goals is ruining our lives. Hot take or hot fake?
It's a hot take, surely.
What do we think?
I think it's a hot fake.
You're going for hot fake?
I'm going for hot fake.
Hayley, you're saying hot take?
Yep.
I can tell you, it's a hot take.
Oh, was it yours?
And it's Hayley's hot take.
I thought you'd go more
Was.
crazy.
Oh, I did. No, I did. Yeah, I
Okay.
gave in like multiple. I was going like
And they were
from
like, maybe
the
this
low
one.
to the high to the
Hayley was
middle.
close to sending in a manifesto about
Right.
the problems in the world. And you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe that's another episode.
I was this morning, and then
Yeah.
you were like, "No, that's fine, that's fine." I was like,
You
Yeah.
keep steering on, you're like, oh my God. And
Yeah.
another thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like,
"And
I wanted,
pineapple does belong on pizza."
I wanted 5 hours to tell the world what I think. Cool. Okay, let's move on. Our next take. Saying we should catch up soon when you have no intention of following through should be treated the same as lying.
Oh,
I don't agree with this.
Ooh, okay.
I don't either.
Okay.
Being an adult is hard,
Mhm.
very, very hard, and you could have every intention of meeting up,
Mm-hmm.
but life throws a curveball.
Mhm.
You know what it's like.
Exactly. Sometimes you just got to do a little white lie just for the sake of politeness. And at least it's very common in Irish culture. We do throw that out a lot. Little
Yeah.
pleasantries of like, oh my God, yes.
How's your mom?
Yeah, definitely catch up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go for a walk. You're in the area kind of thing. And we all know it's bull, but you know, it's just a nice thing to say.
I think as well, my point of view in this is probably a bit skewed by the whole ADHD-ness of
Right.
my being.
Yeah.
And I think that plays a lot into this as well. So you could very well mean it when you're saying it. Must catch you again. I think a good example is maybe like Christmas Eve pints.
Yeah.
When you go home and
You're buzzed.
a lot of people you haven't seen probably since the last Christmas Eve pints
Yeah.
that you grew up with, and you're like, God, we must catch up. And and every time it happens, I do mean it, and we always say it, and I think it happens to a lot of people as well.
Yeah.
And then life just happens, and it can be really hard to it's the follow through, I think, is the hard
Yes.
thing to
Yeah.
do. So yeah, I understand the anger behind this, but I think there's always two people in the scenario. You know,
Of course.
Yeah.
Now, if you're chasing someone up to catch up and they're not really replying, well, then you're very entitled to be like, well,
Review, yeah.
feck off, basically.
I think you need to read the room. You
yes.
need to
Yes.
read that, because like what I found from people that I know that have moved to Ireland, I have Ireland as an example. I've had a lot of people that have moved here that go, oh, it's so hard to make friends with Irish people because we have the best night ever. We have loads of drinks, chatting with them, had the crack. I thought I'd made proper friends. And it's like, oh yeah, no, definitely catch you again. You never hear from them again.
Yeah.
It's very, very
They
common.
disappear into the wind.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I don't understand what happened.
Yeah.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like, well, we're just fun.
So, guys, saying we should catch up soon when you have no intention of following through should be treated the same as lying. Hot take or hot fake?
It's a hot fake.
Hot fake.
You're both correct.
Ah.
Yeah.
That is the internet's finest, and that was a hot fake. You're both pretty on the ball, apart from that time you got it wrong, Nicole.
Oh, yeah. But
I
But other
honestly,
than
I
that-
just thought she'd go a little more out there.
Oh, girl, you just wait.
So, next take. Movie score composers deserve the same credit as directors for classic all-timer films, maybe even more of a credit.
Yes.
So, the likes of John Williams or Hans Zimmer.
Yes.
Or,
yes.
many other film composers.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes?
100%.
I'm going to be sober about it now. I zoned out while you were reading that out.
Well, Nicole, for your benefit, I will read it again.
Thank you.
Uh,
I have ADHD. Good man.
ADHD.
ADHD.
This podcast sponsored by ADHD. Movie score composers deserve the same credit as directors for classic all-timer films, or any film really. Maybe even more of the credit. So the likes of John Williams, Hans Zimmer, whoever else. So yeah, this is the thing. I mean, I'm definitely on board with this.
Yeah.
But I guess this point is saying that, like, as much as we'd say Steven Spielberg or, John Carpenter or whoever else, this is saying that the credit should be like shared equally, or maybe even the composer is due more credit than the director.
I think so, because when you think of Jaws, what do you think of? You don't go Spielberg or whatever. You go dun, 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 dun. Or Home Alone. You think of all the exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Well, this is that's kind of, and we're using John Williams there, like one of probably the greatest film composer
100%.
of all time.
Yeah.
Nicole, what do you think?
I don't agree. I don't think they should get more credit. I think they deserve a lot, maybe a little bit more credit for sure. And it definitely can make or break. Like on the latest season of Euphoria, they have a different composer. They actually have Hans Zimmer. And which is like, you think that's great. But the previous two seasons, like the music is so deeply tied into the identity of that show that for me, it feels incredibly jarring now that very specific music is gone and it feels like a different show. So I totally get it.
Yeah.
But you could say the same for cinematographers, there's the director obviously directing how things should go and everything, but then it's actually the cinematographer that's literally filming the movie. So one could argue that they deserve more credit as well.
And then I guess the conversation is that, maybe it's more that, the collaborative process of making films or TV should be pushed more. It's not just Steven Spielberg's Jaws. It's Steven Spielberg and John Williams and whoever, all those names should have equal weight. Okay, so movie score composers deserve the same credit as directors for classic all-timer films, maybe even more of a credit. Hot take or hot fake?
I think it's a hot take. I think that came from Colin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh. I think, okay, I'm going to say hot take.
Okay. Guys, I can tell you, it's a hot take, and it's from me.
Oh!
I think it's criminally underappreciated.
Yes.
Yes.
I think I was listening to a podcast one time about the making of Star Wars, and I think a lot of it was talking about how George Lucas's first cut was like almost unwatchable, but it didn't have a lot of the effects, and it didn't have the John Williams score. And then when it came to, I think there's a whole thing about his wife was like instrumental in her edit, was like what brought a lot of it together. There's lots of different stories about this, but then also the John Williams score is like
unbelievable,
just magic for that, and I don't think Star Wars, the original one, becomes the global phenomenon that it is without the John Williams music.
Yeah.
It's the same with Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Pirates would be nothing without the dun, 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 dun,
Or Indiana Jones.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this thing, all those like hummable, whistleable tunes That was tough to say. Hummable and whistleable.
Nice.
But I got there. Okay, next take. All phones should be put into the cloakroom when you enter any bar or club. What do you think?
I would disagree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Why? Like, why do you need to put your phones away?
Well, I guess I mean, I understand sometimes when they do it for like concerts or comedy gigs and stuff like that. Club is an interesting one because, you know, there's an element in my head that's like, well, surely you need to be able to contact people and
for safety
if people
as
pay for
well,
things
like,
and all that kind of stuff. But then also, you know, are people filming too much when they're out and about? Should they be enjoying themselves, enjoying just the world that we have and all that kind of stuff? So yeah, I'm in two minds about this. What do you think?
Well, this is where I hop in because
Okay.
I'm like, okay, I think people are filming way too much
Fair.
when they're out.
Yeah.
And as a person who's lived in Berlin check. Oh, she's mentioned.
Berlin. Nicole has lived in Berlin. Count one.
There we go. Actually, it's my second count.
It
Is
is.
it?
Yeah.
Fix the counter. Fix the counter
Fix
on
the
screen.
counter. There we go. So in Berlin, in different clubs, it's very common for them to, at the very least, put a sticker on your front and your back camera on your phone so that you're not
okay.
filming. And if you're caught, like if you're caught taking pictures or you remove that, you're kicked out because it protects the environment and the space.
That is fair, and I think that makes more sense because then you have the phone for, you know, paying for things, contacting people, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But the privacy is kept.
Yeah.
In like however many ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sticker thing I think makes sense.
Yeah,
Like-
stuff like that I get. Because
Yeah.
if you go to, like, say, Amsterdam or something like that, you're going to need your phone.
Yeah.
But you're obviously not going to be taking pictures of peep shows, you know?
Yeah.
So stuff
Yeah.
like that I understand.
Like when I went to the Kit Kat Club in Berlin, which is like a
Call
spicy
Berlin
club.
count 3. There we go.
There we
Yeah.
go. There we go. When I went to the Kit Kat Club, that is like a spicy club. I mentioned it on the channel before. We actually had to check in our phones like you would your bag and like your coat and stuff. And I actually found it such an amazing experience because it made me way more like immersed in what was happening. And not just because there was like spicy things happening around. It was like I actually didn't know what time it was. It made me like be like immersed in the music.
Yeah.
And I spent way more time there because I actually just surrendered myself to the environment and the party. So
Ooh.
yeah.
So you were in the moment.
I was in the moment and we're too much on our phones.
Yeah.
And I am the first to say I'm so addicted to my phone.
Same. It's bad.
Yeah.
And you know, when you're having a spicy time, you don't want all the cayenne or the habanero getting on your phone.
speak
as
for
well.
yourself.
Like, you know,
Exactly.
It's just it's messy. There's lots of powder. You know, cinnamon, whatever else.
You don't want that.
You don't want that.
You're not a
No.
fan of the Rim Reaper then, no?
What'd you say?
The Rim Reaper.
The Rim Reaper. Is that a hot sauce that we've tried on the channel? I don't know. It could be. If not,
Well,
it should be.
Probably,
It should be.
yeah.
Stay tuned.
Still laughing at the Rim Reaper. Incredible work. Okay, our final take.
Mm.
Oh wait.
Wait, no, wait.
Yeah, sorry,
I was like, hang on.
I messed up. I messed up the format. Guys, all phones should be put into the cloakroom when you enter any bar or club. Hot take or hot fake?
Nicole is stalling. It's a hot take.
It's a hot take, yeah.
It's very funny to have the angle that I have because I could just see Nicole being like, I don't know.
I
can see your
don't know.
face.
Your eyes are just. Yes, it's a hot take and it's Nicole's hot
It's
take.
mine,
Yeah.
obviously. I was like,
Yeah.
I actually really want to go into detail and talk about this. And I was like, well,
I
I'm giving
love
myself
that.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and I'll elaborate a little bit more. I do think, okay, that the hottest of that take is the putting the phone in the cloakroom. But I do think like the stickers on the phone is
100%.
so good.
That one makes sense to me. Yeah, I think the stickers one, like, just from practicality and for getting, you know, what you want, which is the privacy part of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also you can always go back to the cloakroom as well if
Yeah.
there's an emergency or something. You know what I mean? Like it's okay. People survive.
Yeah.
You're all right.
Ready for our final take?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Final take. Going to college or university straight from school is terrible advice for most people, and we should stop pretending otherwise.
I would also agree with that.
Yeah.
Definitely. And that's from my own experience. Obviously, like we grew up as theatre kids and you kind of go through I'm just going to go straight into theatre school. It's going to be great. We're going to make it. But my parents were very against that. I went to UCD and I ended up dropping out because it wasn't what I wanted to do. I was very, very young. I literally said, kind of eeny meeny. I don't know what I want to do. So I
Mhm.
picked a course that I absolutely hated, wasn't interested whatsoever. And it just was a waste.
Mm.
So I definitely think that like 17, 18 is so young.
It's so young. Like the fact that like in Ireland you have to like apply and create like a list of college courses
Mhm.
that you're like you get entered into based on your grades basically when you finish school,
Insane.
which is so wild. And you're just like throwing stuff on there.
Mm.
You're like, okay, if I don't get, you know,
dentist.
yeah, exactly. And I know some people that ended up in like very random courses just
Mhm.
because you're like, okay, this is what my grades say that I
Yeah.
could do, and where else am I gonna go?
Jam making on the Aran Islands.
Jam making was
Jam
always a funny one.
making. That
was
'cause
always the
people
best
were
one,
like,
yeah.
is it jam? Is it fruit jam? Is it a door jam? These were the
Yeah.
conversations we had in
You
school.
only needed 30 points as well.
I think so, but also yeah. So I agree on this as well because there isn't enough support or classes when you're in school. At least there wasn't
Yeah.
when I
No.
was there, and probably when
Same.
you guys were there as
Mm.
well. To give you proper like, now what would you actually like to do with your life? Like
Yeah.
properly
Yeah.
think about, and throw away, going to college where all your friends are, or all this kind of stuff. What actually do you think? And you might not know, and you might need to try a bunch of things before you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And yeah, I mean, so on my side of things, I went to the University of Limerick,
Yeah.
which was near, relatively near to where I lived down home. And I did 4 years of a course called Digital Media Design,
Mm.
All right.
which was lovely. But there was one or two video or audio modules which I really enjoyed.
Mhm.
And the rest of the course, I was like, yep, that was great. That was lovely. But then
Yeah.
when I came to Dublin and just got to do far more video stuff,
Mm.
I was like, oh, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
And going back, I would probably be like, oh, Sean, you probably should have just maybe gone from school and Tip to Dublin and maybe done something more to do with film or something
Yeah.
like
Right.
that. But other people, whether it's dropping out or whether it's just doing something and then figuring out however many years later, oh God, I don't want to do this at all.
Mhm.
I think maybe there's like a middle ground, right? Maybe it's
Mm.
not terrible advice for most people,
Mhm.
but there should be far more supports
100%.
for people, A, who maybe don't do as well in like exams and,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
can't get options, and B, want like another path to do,
Right.
or something
Yeah,
like that.
absolutely. I think definitely there should be less pressure around it and have that
Yes.
be the sole focus of what are you going to do in college now next year?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even have guidance counselors that don't laugh at you almost. Like I would have a guidance
Yeah.
counselor where like one of my best friends was like, I want to be a doctor. She straight out was like, you don't have a brain cell. Like you're not going to be a doctor. I mean, I'm not going to say she was right or wrong, but come on, like, but
It's that kind of honesty that we need
Right?
in these
Yeah.
scenarios.
But I think even for myself, like I was very talkative in school. Like I
Mm.
was always kind of interested in like selling or negotiating, or I was always kind of that like bargaining almost with like teachers. If a teacher would say something, I'd be like, no, but that's not right. That's like I was questioning everything.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I also loved performing. There was never anybody that sat down and said, you should go into sales. And it was only when I did actually go into sales, I was like, it's actually great.
Yeah.
Like I found my calling,
Yeah.
do you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think definitely more.
This is the very serious part of the podcast where we
I
really are
know.
tackling the issues of the day.
Mhm.
Normally we're talking about like taints and stuff like
Yeah,
that. And now
yeah.
we're talking about like foreign affairs
and
and
hey, you know
stuff
what?
like.
Going spicy.
We contain multitudes
We
here.
do.
We contain
Yeah.
multitudes here on the Green Room. Okay, guys, so going to college or university straight from school is terrible advice for most people, and we should stop pretending otherwise. Hot take or hot fake?
Maybe I think a hot fake.
I think it's a hot fake unless we're counting Colin.
Yeah, because Colin didn't give one.
Did Colin give one?
This is the thing. This is the question.
Oh, these are the
Oh,
questions. I'm
right.
just gonna say
No.
a hot fake.
I'm gonna say
Throw a
hot fake.
curveball.
But a good take.
But a good one, yeah.
It's a hot fake.
Hey, we
Hey.
literally got one for one there. We did it.
You guys have won
We got a clean
hot
slate.
takes or hot fakes,
Oh.
I believe.
I didn't. Ah, nice.
Yeah.
I think you've.
We
yeah,
absolutely
you've
did.
smashed it. I mean, technically,
Come on.
no, yeah, because you all guessed the hot fakes and then you guessed each other's.
We got at least
Yeah.
an A. for
Well,
that.
you guys win hot takes or hot fakes, so
Yay.
I
You're a
think
winner, baby.
you're a winner. Well, that was a lovely fun time. We're really diving into the real serious issues tackling everyone here at the Green Room. But now we're going to have a brief pause for some messages. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Green Room, presented by myself, Seán Connolly, with our two lovely guests, Nicole and Hayley. Hey guys.
Hello.
Did you have fun there on the break that we had? When we all went outside and ran around
It
the
was
building.
a little crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be that
Yeah.
like hectic. It was mad.
Well, like we want to keep the fitness levels up here at at Try HQ, because we're sitting down in front of tables, we're eating, we're drinking, and we're it's a world about balance here. It's
Yeah,
really
we just got our legs back as well.
we did, yeah. This
Yeah.
might be a surprise to many people, but we all have legs.
We all have legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
working on getting mine to like touch the floor. Maybe
Yeah.
the next time I'm on.
I think we have a
Yeah.
few years to go
few
before
years
that
to go.
happens. Yeah.
Sorry, I just realized
We're literally like swinging. Yeah.
For the audio listeners, both Hayley and Nicole's legs are just swinging away on the couches,
We can't
They don't touch the ground.
and
We're
my
only
big,
wee.
my big long legs and feet are just.
You're like bent and like
I
on
I have to squeeze in.
Yeah.
Also, I realize, for maybe any new audience we have who maybe haven't seen the Try channel on YouTube, where we try different things. Us talking about having legs might come across.
It might be like,
might be a little
Wait,
bit
what?
like, these Irish people are strange. What we're going to do next is a lovely segment that we simply will call Reddit Stories. So any of you listening or any of you watching, you may be aware that all over the internet, people like to get a wide variety of stories from Reddit, whether it's "Am I the asshole?" Howl? Am I the asshole?
Asshole.
We're keeping that. We're using that take. Am I the asshole? Or relationship advice, or countless others. And, getting some of the most upvoted ones, some of the maddest ones, and just judging them. Judging the people. Or maybe just passing comment and letting the world know whether we think these people are assholes or overreacting, or if they need help or anything like that. So
Nice. It's like a big sister segment.
exactly. There we
Cute.
go. Yes, we are the helpful aunties. Is that what it is?
I've
No.
always wanted to be an auntie.
Agony
but
aunt is like
yeah,
what I was
agony
thinking
aunt.
of.
specifically
Yes.
the drunk
Okay.
auntie that ruins Christmas.
Yeah, and we're like, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
I used to be a dancer.
So what I have here today is I have 4 stories from Reddit that I've scoured from the internet, and I'm going to read each of these out, and let's just have a chat and see what we think.
Oh,
Have a chat, sure.
That sound good to you?
yeah.
Sounds good.
Number 1. Am I the asshole for not just dropping it, in quotes, and putting a blanket veto on all TV show names for our son?
Wow.
Me and my wife are having our first kid soon, and no, it is going to be a boy.
Cute.
It's been hard to come to an agreement on names. She is very firm on picking a name that we both agree on, but we pretty much have opposite taste. I have a very, very basic and common first name, which I like, so I gravitate towards simple and classic names like James, William, and Daniel. She likes ... not that. She suggested the name Dean the other day, and I was considering it until I found out she picked it because it was the name of her teen TV crush. She dug in her heels and insisted that she just liked the name and wasn't going to name her kid after the character, and watching an old episode of the show just reminded her of the name. I'm like, that is exactly what naming your kid after a TV character means. So I said, how about this? I'm going to give you a preemptive blanket veto on TV show names. I don't want to hear suggestions for a little Zuko or Sherlock or anything like that, and literally any other name is on the table. Is that fair? And she said, no, that is not fair, and I'm being a dick and putting words in her mouth. My position is that if you're going to try to pick a TV name for your own kid, at least own up to it and admit it's a TV name. I'm more annoyed at the transparent denial at this point and the fact that she suggested it in the first place. Am I the asshole?
I can see both sides.
Yeah.
Like she's going through a lot, She's
Mhm.
obviously, the hormones are flying. She's probably contemplating life and going, you know what? I could have ended up with this gorgeous Dean, and I ended up with.
Yeah.
I'm also just going to suggest that this is more than likely Dean from Supernatural.
I think so, yeah.
Have you ever seen that show?
I have. Okay. Yeah.
I get
Right.
that. And
Sorry, I love how that completely changed. Oh, okay, well then.
Oh,
well,
well
that
then.
changes the
Right.
entire thing. Yeah.
But like actually the context of the show, like that does help because the fandom of Supernatural is insane. And if
Unmatched.
she was like that far in, is this the thing?
Oh, we
I
know
don't
she's
know
crazy.
the wife. Yeah. I agree. I think the name Dean is really nice. Actually, my cousin Dean is named after do you remember the Lois and Clark TV show from the 90s?
Oh,
Dean Cain.
yes.
Dean Cain.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my auntie actually, she was like, I like that name, Dean.
Oh.
She didn't, name him Superman. Or, you know what I mean?
Or
Like,
Kal-El.
Real fancy.
Kal-El, thank you.
Nicholas Cage's son.
Could
Kal-El.
not think of Superman's real name.
Oh, don't worry. If there's anything nerdy or comic booky,
Y'all got
I
us
will
covered.
have the knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am in two minds about this.
Yeah.
I think Dean is a very fine name. And also, even if it's from Supernatural or a TV show like that, normal names that come from TV shows, I think, are fine because they also are normal names everywhere else.
Right.
I saw a TikTok the other day, and it was very cute. It was a guy in some kind of place like tossing his kid around and doing somersaults and all that kind of stuff. His son was called Zuko, and I think names that are maybe a bit more specific, like Khaleesi
Exactly.
or something like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe not the best idea.
Yeah, they're just not going to age well.
No.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
No.
And look, no judgment to anyone named Zuko or Khaleesi.
Absolute judgment.
Okay, well, maybe judgment, but I personally wouldn't do it. I'm not going to bully you if you have those names, is what I'm saying. Yeah, so what do we think about this?
See, I feel like he's also just kind of jealous of this teenage crush.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's healthy either.
I am reading a bit
Exactly.
of that, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also going to play devil's advocate here, though, because could you imagine if he turned around, though, and if he was like, yeah, I'm going to call our daughter Margot after Margot Robbie and Wolf of Wall Street, there would be uproar.
Yeah.
So,
It's also
You know-
weird as well. It's like you named your child after someone you fancied. You know what I mean?
yeah, you don't do that.
I think there's a version of this where he is maybe in the right,
Yeah.
but the way he's written it and a lot of the way he's phrased
Mm.
things makes me think he's a bit of an asshole.
They
Yeah.
both need to just cop on.
Yeah.
Like they've
Mhm.
both obviously, like, it takes two to tango. I was gonna go her vagina, her rules, but it takes two to tango in that kind of situation.
Mhm.
So sit down, cop on, and just talk it out.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
take your problems to Reddit.
So, guys, verdict for this one: asshole or not the asshole?
No, but childish.
Fair.
I won't call him an asshole. I won't call her an asshole. They're parents. They're new parents. It's a tough situation. Yeah,
You're not picking a side?
I don't think I can.
Oh. See,
He's slightly more of an asshole than she is, though.
this is the thing. I think it's
But-
the tone of which he's written this and me imagining how the scenario plays out. I'm
Mm.
like, asshole.
Yeah, I would think asshole. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I say think asshole. I can actually give you the verdict
Oh,
of what Reddit decided. And the verdict is asshole.
okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
fair,
But no,
fair.
I think I would agree with that. I think there's definitely a version of his argument that is, totally fair.
Yeah,
But the whole Dean thing, a very normal, lovely name, that's silly.
it is
It's
silly.
silly.
I think it's silly.
Like, Kim, there are people that are dying.
Yes,
know?
exactly. Yeah. Ready for our next story?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, here we go. Am I the asshole for telling my coworker I can't attend her funeral, in quotes, because I'm busy that day?
What? What is she using, a Ouija board?
What?
Here's the situation. I have this coworker, let's call her Karen. Karen is ... a character. A mad character, huh?
Here we
Huh?
go. Mad Karen from finance. I know where
Yeah.
this is going.
She's always talking about these elaborate plans for every possible scenario. Last week, she told us she had pre-planned her entire funeral, complete with a guest list, catering, and even a DJ. Apparently, she wants her final send-off to be a lit celebration of life. Anyway, out of the blue yesterday, Karen walks up to me during lunch and says, "Hey, just so you know, I've penciled you in for my funeral next Saturday at 2 p.m. It's going to be fabulous, and I'd really appreciate your attendance." Now, here's the thing. I'm alive and kicking. So the idea of attending a funeral for someone who's very much alive just felt weird. Plus, I already have plans next Saturday to binge watch an entire season of Stranger Things and eat my weight in pizza. So, without really thinking, I just blurted out, "Sorry, Karen, I can't make it. I'm busy that day." She looked at me like I'd just slapped her with a cold fish. "Busy?" she asked, her voice dripping with disbelief. "You can't be too busy for a friend's funeral." Karen has been giving me the cold shoulder ever since, and our other co-workers are split. Some think I'm a heartless jerk for not going along with her bizarre funeral dress rehearsal, while others think she's completely off her rocker for expecting people to actually attend the thing. So, Reddit, am I the asshole for telling my very much alive coworker I can't attend her self-planned, preemptive funeral because I'm busy watching Netflix?
No. Absolutely not. Karen, you're off your rocker.
Yeah.
No.
Not the asshole.
Absolutely not. What?
Like,
What did I just listen
It's
to?
just, it's so narcissistic.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, it's wild. And there's a little edit here at the end. Edit, for those asking about her well-being, she's fine. I've overheard somebody asking her, and she replied that it's just a celebration of life. So yes, it seems to be a narcissistic event.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah.
It's just a celebration of her.
Yeah. She just wants to hear all the good stuff people have said about her.
Yeah.
Which you should say when people are alive.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
say that you earn more flowers when you're dead than you are alive,
Yeah.
which shouldn't be the case.
Yeah, but
you
also,
know?
but also very fair. I think something
Yeah.
happened, a few months back. I don't know if you guys saw this. Was it Quentin Tarantino was in the news, and he was talking about there was a few actors.
Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard, yeah, he just hated, and everyone just online just started just being really sound and sending lots of nice things out into the ether about Matthew Lillard, and he spoke about it. He was like, it was like, you know, my funeral had happened, and it was just that weird moment of like everyone be like, you're great, and you got to be alive and be like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Cheers.
So this is a wild thing. How entitled do you have to be to think, hey, you got to come to my fake funeral,
Yeah.
and you can't have any other plans ever?
This is such an office thing to happen, though. Stuff like this happens all the time.
Yes, having worked in corporate, I can tell you that that's a very, very normal kind of scenario.
Yeah.
But still wild.
It's crazy. I know a girl, not where I work, that organized a Tinder swiping event
Wow.
in the office, in the communal office during lunch.
No.
Put it into the Slack, being like, hey guys, we're doing this. We're going to use my Tinder and we're going to put it up on the projector. Ask one of the managers, can I use this room for a game during lunch? And then didn't say what it was. And then was like, yeah, we're going to swipe on Tinder and we're going to go like, you know, left or right and we can all vote. She printed out little like placemats for people to like vote and stuff. Made a poster and
Wow.
everything. And then when people were like, well, this is horrendous. This is like a HR violation to the max.
But that's also, that's
Yeah.
something you, I don't know, do with a group of friends that know you
Afterwards.
well at
Yeah.
home. It's the most un-work life thing ever.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Insane.
And it's one of those like narcissistic, like work things that just happens. And she got told off. And she was like, but this person, the office manager approved it. And the office manager was like, I did not approve this.
Yeah.
I just want to pause there and say you guys had a wonderful 13 years of friendship psychic moment there where you both just went, happens. You just said it at the exact same time.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
That's mad.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It was incredible. Yeah, so I presume we're all in the same verdict here of not the asshole.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I'm not the asshole.
Now, there is one thing I will say with this, and this is, you know, I've watched many Reddit story things online, and I sometimes, my little cynical brain, thinks that maybe some people are having, you know, some creative writing exercises
Right.
and maybe coming up with stories to get posted, because all of these have come from, you know, quite high voted posts and
Okay.
with a lot of comments. But when I read things like, and it was when I was reading it there, she looked at me like I just slapped her with a cold fish. Busy? She asked, her voice dripping with disbelief.
It's very
That's-
creative
That feels
writing.
very like
Yeah.
like very written. You know, like
Yeah.
that's a like. Now I could be entirely wrong because this isn't. It's not so far out of the realm of believability. Like as we were just talking about there, absolutely could be a thing. But you know, take these with a pinch of salt.
I mean, I hope it's fake.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
I always go through the post history. I'm like, are you a real person?
Yes,
exactly, yeah.
If they're posting them every week, I'm like, okay, you're
Oh,
fake.
yeah.
Exactly.
you're
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
literature
They're just
student.
looking for prompts, basically.
Yeah.
We're just going to take a little break from the world of Reddit, and we'll be back after this with more stories. Welcome back, and thanks for sticking with us. And hey, let's dive back into more Reddit stories.
Wow.
Wow.
God.
God. Raspberries.
Raspberry.
I was wondering how long we were going to make it before we got
we
you know.
always get there.
We got
Seriously.
Yeah.
Jennifer Coolidge is here with us today. Guys, ready for our third story?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. Am I the asshole for ruining my friend's birthday party by taking back the cake I baked for her?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. My friend is quirky. She was never diagnosed with anything, but she is very clueless sometimes.
Wow.
I have had to spell things out for her a lot. A few months back, she borrowed a dress of mine. I really love that dress. There isn't any sentimental value, but I got it when we were on vacation a few years ago. She also loved the dress, and one day just transferred the money to my account and told me that she was keeping the dress. I spoke to her, but she just told me that doesn't matter as she has paid me. Her birthday was a week ago, and her mom asked me to bake a big cake for her. I usually sell cakes cheap, a little more than ingredients cost. On her birthday, I went over to her house with the cake 15 minutes before the party was due to start, and then decided to talk to her mother. Like I said, sometimes my friend is really clueless sometimes, and I was hoping her mom would speak to her and get my dress back. I was very shocked when she also said that as long as I was paid, what does it matter? She told me to just move on as it was just a dress and that my friend really liked it. She told me as long as the dress is paid for, what am I complaining about? I got really pissed off and pulled out the amount she paid me, put it on the table, picked up the cake and left. She got mad and started yelling at me that I was ruining the party. I kept walking back to my house. She kept telling me to give back the cake and that I couldn't take it back just because I want to be petty. I just asked what she was complaining about as I had paid back the money. My friend ended up having a cakeless 16th birthday party because of this. Am I the asshole here?
16.
16.
I will say that little
No.
detail at the end kind of contextualizes
your
everything.
Really does.
When everything is so big and the
Yeah.
smallest little things are the biggest
Yeah.
life-changing events. Oh dear.
So
Bless them.
definitely, someone taking something and then just transferring you the money for it.
That's
And
so bold.
that's wild.
It's
That's
not
insane
great.
behavior. Don't do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, no.
Regardless of your age, whether you're 15 or 35
No.
or whatever. But yeah, what do we think?
I think they're both assholes in some respect.
Thinking that.
Yeah.
I was thinking that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you don't kind of do a tit for tat just because someone wrongs you.
Yeah.
You know, the right thing to do would be give her the cake, deal with things at a later date.
Mhm.
Don't ruin the girl's birthday.
Of course.
But, yeah.
Also, did she say it was like last summer my friend borrowed a dress or something like that?
A few months back.
A few months back.
Oh,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
this is going
She
on
had
then.
ample time to address this issue.
Yeah.
She didn't need to do it on her 16th birthday
No.
and hold a cake for ransom.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
You could have held way worse for ransom.
Yeah.
Go
That's
for
the thing when
dad.
you have an issue with someone as well, whether it's relationships or anything, where like if you have like a valid criticism, just always address it and try and tackle it at the time.
Yeah.
Because if you hold on to it and then, months down the line do something else and you're like, haha, that's because you did this to me back then. And even if you're entirely right in that, it still feels a bit like, oh, that maybe wasn't the way to handle it.
Yeah.
But yes, that's wild. The verdict apparently is not the asshole.
Okay.
Okay.
But
we
Reddit
agree?
loves like an own. It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, got payback.
yes.
Like it is a
Reddit's very pesky.
fabulous revenge story.
Yeah.
It is.
Again, very like story being the element here.
Yeah.
How do we think that one compares to the previous two?
It's a completely different lane altogether.
Yeah.
Totally. Like you've got
Completely.
the wife and husband talking about their baby, and then now
Mhm.
you've got your one's cake.
I'm living for the drama though.
Yeah.
I love being
Yeah.
like injected into this like 16-year-old drama. I'm
Yeah.
like, what's happening with the gals?
Takes me back.
They're scrapping over cakes and dresses. Love that for them.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing with Reddit stories as well. And I suppose the internet in general is you can have people, coming up or giving problems and asking the world for help. And you could be hearing it from a 14-year-old or someone who's 54. And you
Yeah.
you wouldn't
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Yeah. The internet is great.
So do we agree not the asshole for that one?
No,
No?
half an asshole.
I think they're both assholes.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
both
then
the asshole.
we all
Yeah.
were at 16. Jeez, like even our college, like we have mad stories.
Ooh.
The drama. We should probably do like a Reddit kind of
Yeah.
stream. Or
Disguise
whatever.
all of our
Yeah.
stories as Reddit.
Yes.
Coming soon, the Hayley and Nicole College Stories podcast. That's in all good podcast stores nationwide. Ready for our final Reddit story?
Yes.
Okay. Am I the asshole for laughing at my cat?
Okay.
I love cats, so yes.
About 5 months ago, my partner and I got a cat. We love him to the moon and back,
Mhm.
and honestly, it's been the best decision we ever made. We have our little family of us and cat, and it's great. Now our cat is a rascal and gets himself into all sorts of funny but harmless situations. He tries to make jumps and stacks it, he races around and skids on the floor, he makes lots of crazy noises, tries to steal food, falls off the bed, etc., etc. So, a cat.
Legend. That's
Yeah.
a ginger cat.
Fun
Yeah.
little guy.
These things are hilarious to watch, and he is never hurt or anything. He is just being silly and playing. However, for the last month or so, whenever I've been playing with the cat or he does something funny and I laugh at him, my partner will quite seriously say not to laugh at him because he can tell and will feel bad.
Oh, I love her.
Case in point, this evening I was playing with him under a blanket and he kept peeping out, but his face was all smooshed under it and he looked like he had a very pudgy face, so I was laughing. I can picture this in my head.
I can
Yeah.
see
I-
it.
I-
Yeah.
I'm a cat lover as well, so my partner noticed and immediately said, "Stop laughing at him. It's mean. He can understand that you are laughing at him, and it's not nice."
What?
Whenever he does this, it pulls me out of whatever funny thing I'm laughing at and kind of kills the mood. Anyway, tonight this led to us having an argument about whether it's an asshole move to laugh at the cat when he does something silly, and my partner will not budge about it. I honestly don't think it harms the cat at all to laugh at him and that he can't understand, but if there is anybody else here that agrees with my boyfriend or knows stuff about cat psychology and says not to, then I will never laugh at the little beast again. Am I the asshole for laughing?
Not at all.
No.
No, I think cats have like don't they have like a brain function of like a toddler or a 2-year-old or something?
That's
They
the
don't even
thing.
know what day it is. They don't even know who you are.
They don't know what laughter is. They can't laugh.
No.
They have no concept of what laughter is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's. I'm
No.
sorry. This is very. Also, this kind of feels like, to be fair to the person who wrote this, she has the same reaction that we all do, but she's very much in a situation in the relationship where she's like, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm right, but maybe I'm like, internet, can you tell me? And then everyone I'd say is like, yeah, no, you're the
you're-
normal one here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I want to hear from the cat psychologist, though.
I want to hear from the cat.
I was gonna say. I
I
want to hear from the cat.
Let's
Meow,
get the
meow,
cat
meow, meow,
involved.
Yeah, that's absolutely wild.
Being a cat owner, I can tell you now, my cat just knows me as the weirdo that like feeds it
Yeah.
and squeezes the life out of it and kisses it and tells it my deepest, darkest secrets and cries to it. No, but it doesn't know if I'm laughing or crying or licking it. Like, it
No. And
doesn't know.
furthermore, they don't care.
No, it just wants to be fed and sleep.
Exactly.
And like, don't we all just want to be fed and sleep?
Exactly.
But also, cats, especially out of all animals, can be themselves like judgy or mischievous, or like,
Exactly.
I feel cats are laughing at us internally.
They
A lot of the
absolutely
time.
are.
And you know what? They're right. They're correct. And they should do it, and let them do it. Also, isn't there a whole thing where like cats don't meow in the wild? Like they meow to us
They
because they
meow.
think we're kittens or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like they almost, cats condescend to us.
Mm.
If
right.
anything.
You're like,
That's why
"Oh."
their sleep position means how much they, it's something to do with like how much they love you or look at you.
Yeah.
So if they
Mm.
sleep next to your head, they know that you're competent. But if they sleep next to your feet, they think they're going to have to protect you. Yeah. So
I
they're-
Really sweet.
I like the idea that they sleep at different points on your body. It's like a meter of how
Depending.
of how competent they think you are.
Yeah.
So like at your shoulder, they're like, you're almost there. Like
Not really.
at your ass, they're
Yeah.
like, you're like 50-50. You know,
Mm.
I don't really believe you can do much, but maybe you can.
Also, I'm kind of like sus about the partner. Maybe the way she's laughing is like irritating him. Like
That
how
could
is
be
she
it. Yeah,
laughing?
maybe the partner, maybe the boyfriend is
Yeah.
using this as an excuse.
Yeah.
I like
Stop
it.
laughing at the cat. The cat's annoyed
Just-
about
She
it.
Stop
just has
laughing.
a terrible laugh.
What if
Yeah.
she has a terrible laugh? Yeah.
I
Or
like
what
a
if
Janice laugh. Yeah.
what if she does like sneer? What if she's like
Or-
Yeah. Now,
She's
yeah,
just
look,
evil.
if she is like to the cat, like, you fucking idiot,
Yeah.
you moron, you're a disgrace to your species,
Yeah,
then like,
stupid whiskers.
then
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would maybe understand, but I'm giving her
gonna
the benefit of the doubt.
assume-
Don't think so.
she has a normal laugh?
Yeah.
Now that you've said that, though, Austin does this awful laugh sometimes. He goes, but it's like the most generic kind of American nerdy laugh you can imagine.
Mm.
So if we had a cat and he was doing that to the cat, I'd probably do the same thing.
Ah, this could be
Yeah.
It's
you.
all coming out. Shit.
This
Yeah.
could be you.
Ah, I see what you did there.
Oh, yeah. So overall thoughts, I'm gonna go with not the asshole at all.
No,
No,
not at
Not
all.
the asshole.
And-
Lighten up.
Lighten up.
Just laugh at the pussy.
That's what we say here at the green room. Just laugh at the pussy. Cat. Cool. Well, guys, that brings us to the end of our Reddit story section.
Aww.
And also, I guess we're drawing to the close of this episode of the green room. Womp, womp, womp. Did you guys have fun?
Oh, I had so
Had
much
loads
fun.
of fun.
And
Yeah.
we were so scared before coming here because we're used to like,
Yeah.
I feel like the Try channel is like, we're kind of characters. We come in as like
Mhm.
different people. And now that like people are seeing us in like our everyday kind of conversation, it's
Yeah.
probably not what they're expecting either.
Yeah, I think I switch into a different mode of myself.
Right. Yeah.
Like there's just something about it because like the format is so like ingrained in me that it's nice to kind of break that.
Yeah.
I am a bit like I'm like this is a lot of space. I don't have a table.
I like having the table to do that.
yeah, do the thing.
Yeah.
I like to
I don't know where
lean
to
on the
put my hands.
table.
Yeah.
yeah, but also I love a good chat. Don't you
Oh,
love a good
I love a
chat?
good chat.
Need a
Love a
cup
good
of tea
chat.
next
Love a good
time.
chat. No, yeah, you guys are entirely right because it's definitely we have 3 cameras as opposed to
Yeah, I
one.
know.
But yeah, there's definitely almost an improv kind of headspace that you go into when
Mhm.
you're
Yeah.
reacting. It's still entirely natural, but one of the things from the production side of things, whenever I'm editing a video, sometimes someone will have a story that'll be quite long, and you're like, oh, this is really funny,
Yeah.
but like you never want a minute or more of a video
Of just
to be
yeah.
just
Mhm.
one person. You often have to like cut it to kind of keep the pacing. But it's great to have this, this setup where we
nice
can
dynamic.
talk and tell stories and just ramble.
I
Yeah.
love it.
So, guys, before we finish things, is there anything you guys would like to plug yourselves on socials or anywhere else? Nicole, yourself?
I've nothing necessarily to plug, but you can follow me on Instagram, Nicole O'Connor, NicoleOconnor. I didn't have the username with 2 N's in O'Connor, so that's what I'm stuck with. And actually, do you know what?
Oh.
Follow me on Letterboxd as well.
Oh,
Very good.
Yeah.
Very
nice.
quick, what's your letterbox top 4?
Oh my God, amazing. Okay. My Letterboxd top 4. I've been waiting for someone to ask me
It's
this.
like you're on the red carpet.
Yeah. Okay. Showgirls,
Okay.
Paul Verhoeven. Rosemary's Baby for a bit of
Nice.
horror. Phantom Thread,
Very
Paul
good.
Thomas Anderson. And oh my God, what's my last one? Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Very good.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cute.
I like a bit of camp. I like romance. I like drama.
And Hayley, how about yourself?
My socials are at h.ayley.m. M for Mike. That's across all of my socials. Yeah, I don't have anything else
Cool.
to say. Just follow me, please.
That's totally fair.
Please.
While we're on the topic, what's your top 4 films of all time?
Of all time,
Yeah.
do not do that to me. Oh,
The podcast is
I'm-
now 20 minutes longer than planned.
I'm so one of my favorites has to be Inglorious Bastards.
Very fair.
I can quote that down to the German, the Italian, the French to a T.
Yep.
I have to go with Titanic as well. I'm so boring. When I want to cry, I throw it on, cry. It just hits everything.
The music, the water coming in, the
Mr.
old couple on the bed.
Andrews,
Oh, everything.
It's always Jack. It's always Cal. No one fancies Mr. Andrews.
Yeah. The
Do you
man
know
that
what?
hits the propeller.
Donk. Yeah. Okay, last 2, and then I'll do mine. And then we'll
I
wrap
I
up.
don't know my last 2.
Okay,
no,
that's your
you-
top 2.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
my
Top
top
2.
2.
We've just, this is a random improvised segment of our top 4 films, but let's end the podcast this week. This is quite fun.
I'm overjoyed with this.
Yeah. Mine are, and I've been doing a bit of thinking about this recently. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that's a good one.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang,
Oh, yeah.
and then Chitty Chitty Bang Bang,
What?
Lollipops.
and then I'm not entirely sure of my 4th, maybe District 9.
That's such a mix.
Bit of a random selection. But yes, on that note, thank you for watching us here in the green room. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe and to rate us wherever you're listening or watching. We upload videos on the Try channel Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you can catch us again next week here. And yeah, let us know what you thought in the comments. And thanks and bye.
Bye.